that is how it stands. Jason West is in the lead in the 76 car. James Card, silver 32 in Brundle and Nelson Complex. He's up to 5th now, so he's moved up past the 7th car. He's going to be one shy. Coming down to to make it 2 out of 2 after yesterday's victory. By the time they got to us, he's pulled it out. Brian Branson up into 3rd, as we say, and pulling away from Sarah Miller. Just pulled out a little bit more of a margin over James Card. Taking a couple of tenths out at the They're all Class A cars. There goes 77 Kuka at the moment. So Jason West, James Card, Brian Branson. By Denwood. Jason West. Time round for Jason West, our leader, the 76 car. First car to go under the 2 minutes, 1:59. Tenths quicker from Jazz in 5th, but was still a 4.6 leader over him. Kuka has come through in 2nd. Walton. When they just pull the rabbit out. Sapra is probably getting a little bit bigger, but not enough to cause any problem. So yes, he's getting bigger, but no, the pressure's not so impressive coming through 4 of them. Really sort of stands out a mile. As he's just taken the best part of the second out of the 1M. He did officially have the lead by 0.004 as he came across the line. Caught out by a cargo. There to the black and yellow Walton, number 74. Bapper, and now he's going to have the flavour he fancies. Battles that we've been enjoying. I noticed that the 82 car, the Class C car, so it wasn't a class battle. Maybe when it had been too hot. determined to hold on to this. Plus A, Jason West comes towards us. He's going to now be starting his final lap. So it's going to be a 10-lap race. Through he goes. James Card is definitely closer, 1.4 seconds. But that could have been, doesn't keep him at bay. He's been seeing that car just getting bigger and bigger in his mirror. Now he's just got, what, that brake. Do we see a difference in terms of the power as they go down there? Not really, so Christian's done well there. Takes the checkered flag, a great victory for Jason West. That makes it a double. James Card in at second place, number 32. Brian Ransom's going to bring the number 26 car towards the line, takes third place. And what of this fight for fourth? Lights Ablaze Championship for a good while, and of course he's been involved as a title sponsor for a little while as well. So it shows that he's got this passionate love of the Caterham drivers and racing Caterham. He's got the track days as well for taking his home. They're almost open winners, aren't they, really?
They are, but he's got the lead there.
Yeah, it is the red car that's in the lead. Harry Kramer has the nod at the moment, but he's the one now with that big target. And if you didn't see it earlier, I can...
James Wingfield in the mix will be something new for that dynamic, I'd say.
Well, they've certainly got used to it after this weekend to having three races in a row. Harry Senior, I think Wingfield's still just about ahead of Harry Kramer. Yes, it is at the moment. Warner's now up into fourth place. He's got ahead of Will Stillwell at the moment. But Stillwell's still there. Directly behind him is... which one is that now?
So James Wingfield has moved up into second place.
Towards the Brundle and Nelson complex. And fairly line astern is looking for two at the moment. But third, fourth, fifth is still moving together. So that does now mean that gap is eroded from because Wingfield has sort of dropped the chasing back. And yes, as they come towards Coram, you can see that Harry Senior's advantage has just disappeared now as they come towards Coram. Throw the axes out the back, up into third. As they go down towards Brundle and Nelson. The lead two are absolutely glued together as they exit Nelson. Still Harry Senior that has that at the moment. And in fairness, the third place car looks like he's on his own. I think that's still Stillwell. The black car with the yellow roll cage tells us that it is Stillwell sat there in third. Kramer and Warner just behind. Kramer still has the nod in the red 1-2-1 car. But, and the white number 128. That is the fight for the Sigmax honours.
That's really, really good. Incredible experience in this. Tom, his 21st birthday yesterday, first ever race yesterday in Caterham. An experienced young man, the first ever race in Caterham yesterday. Finished first ever race, second in the first race today. Wants to give the cup today.
Oh, here come the leaders towards us for the fifth time again. Don't forget, this is 25 minutes, not 20 minutes. So there's 14 minutes left to go in this race. So there's still this degree of posturing, but as I said before, they enjoy the fight. Now we've got Harry Senior that was off, sort of flapping in his line of sight, but not the case at the moment. Well, it certainly wasn't when he went past us last time, anyways. So, already the leaders are about to come back into our view. Here we go. What is the order? It looks like it's Wingfield now. Will Stillwell, that's in the lead. He was third across the line last time. He's now in the lead. Wingfield second.
I almost didn't want to say it. I thought my eyes was to see the lead.
That's just what it is, isn't it? So it's Stillwell in the lead. I said that he's going to be looking for a win after his pole yesterday. But second and third behind him is the 113 Wingfield. And then the wingless nearly, Harry Senior. They're going three wide in towards Rittes. Whoa, even I was holding my breath, and I wasn't in the car this time. But I think they just about got away with it. Kramer, Warner, Whitton, Christie, Willoughby, and towards the Brundle and Nelson complex. And it looks to me as they were almost arriving there three wide as they came into that section. May have been an optical illusion on the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But still, we've got kind of close series of 1, 112 car of Whitton, Andrew Whitton, who started in 12th place. So you've got to say that's brilliant, 12 to 6 for Andrew Whitton. But the leaders are trying to go side by side. It's Harry Senior that retakes the lead. And then it is, they started on the grid, ironically.
Absolutely, and I think, was Harry Kramer running in 4th place? Okay, they were
So he was 4th as he came up, but he'd already got up to 3rd because we've now got the 30 car trying to make that place up, and we've got field. Morton is past Matthew Willoughby, but Matthew's still there in that Sigmax fight. They're already on their way up, so make sure you keep an eye on that. 128 and 82 in that sort of 3rd group, if you will. That is the Sigmax fight.
We're on the road.
Yeah, I saw it bounce off of the car. I think it's the Brawn. I'm pretty sure it came on the back of his rear.
Oh well, that would be too bad actually. I don't think I have him at all.
That's right. Yeah, it doesn't none of this starts that to lead off any corner, does it, to be fair? Harry Senior's back into the lead now. The number 1 car just ahead of Will Stillwell. Remember, these two were started on the front row. So it's only the last couple of laps with really big leads. Small gap, and then it's Wingfield in number 113. 121 Harry Kramer, and then it is the 58 car Rob Warner, and they have now been joined by Whitton, the 112 car of Andrew Whitton, who started 12th, is now firmly bolted on strength.
Yeah, absolutely. I've chatted to a couple of drivers getting out after just 20 minutes, and they knew they had to race. So absolutely, that will be a factor.
Okay. And I know that I overheard a few drivers where they said that such and such will be working on their fixes over the winter and all that sort of stuff, but it cannot be underestimated. Front 4 have made a mini breakaway. Will Stillwell, the red yellow roll cage, tells us it's number 11 that has the lead. Harry Senior just ahead of number 113 James Wingfield, and then Harry Kramer in the red car sat there in 4th. That one, that's impressive, Andrew Whitton, because that 112 guy, as I say, started 12th. We've now got a challenge. Morton's about to try and get past the 67 car of Doug Christie. That's not a championship fight. They're in different classes. But to show you the pace, Harry Kramer put in the purple sector 1, so they're still trading blows, and they're now at that stage with 3 minutes 30 to go. All bets are off the start. They don't care. They're not preserving. They're going for it. Now the posturing's finished. Now it's time to roll the dice. Now it's the time to get yourselves into the positions where you're going to go for that win. At the moment, Will Stillwell has the nod from Wingfield, from Harry Kramer. He was in 2nd when they came across last time. I'm just going to make sure that I've not got that wrong. Yeah, it is. So Harry Senior must have made Senior in 6th place. There's 2:57 on the clock, so this is their penultimate lap. There's 2 more to go. So they're now going to have to get themselves into the key places, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. So I didn't see what the problem was there for Harry.
I'm going to squeeze through.
What you're looking for here, Chris, you just want those cars in front to stop dicing between themselves, and gives you a chance of getting back on back to that path.
I guess you sat there, you can see whether they're starting to.
You can see the gap close as they do continue to battle.
Will Stillwell must be sat there in the lead, hearing things, feeling things, looking in his mirrors, going, I can tell that we're going to get them. Fortunately, it's Wingfield, who's had a win in the 2nd. Whether he's sat there deliberately not challenging yet because they don't want to be in the lead just yet.
They don't. They would have just seen the lap.
Yeah, he's going to go around the outside of Whitton, 112 car. He's passed by Harry Senior, so Harry's up there. Now we've got the challenges coming up towards Wilson in this 150 Sigma battle, and I'm trying to see the order they're going to come out there. Completely through they go. And on the side of Will Stillwell that has the nod. It looks like yellow roll cage on the top of the car in the lead. It is indeed. Harry Senior in a lowly 4th now that he's dropped the attentions of Andrew Whitton, who's done a great job in 5th. Rob Warner in 6th place. Towards the checkered flag, Wingfield punches the air. He's absolutely delighted. Will Stillwell's going to be devastated with that. I didn't see it, but that must have been a tiny little mistake. I'm actually going to watch this on the stream online as well. It's very slightly delayed. Are we able to see anything? He just slightly misses the apex, but nothing too dramatic. Flag and 11 gave Fairbrother.
I felt so confident in that race to push on and push on. So yeah, really good stuff and really good racing with all the other Sigmax guys.
Brilliant. And where to next? Where's your next round?
That was a little more tricky of a question to answer. I can't afford to spar, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make Thruxton
with them, and it looked like they were about to go side by side. Oh, there we go. Surprise, surprise. These annoying cameras logged off. Yeah. Because I can't see an 82 on our grid, but we'll find out later because I'll go tumbling down. Back to as the pack comes towards us, back into the lead goes Jack Byrne, and that's really unsettled Barry Hickton. I think it's expecting that. Jack Byrne back into the lead. Max Hall is now looking up the inside of Barry Hickton, and so he's looking to stay part of the action. Here comes the lead pack for the third time. Max Hall in second, Solly in third position, the number 12 car. Waiting for them to come back into my view. Solid going down the start-finish straight. It was a mini queue as they went down that section. Eroded now, so it's still Jack Byrne 486 enough to consider it. Jack Byrne's going to try and make it as hard as possible, the 486 car. He's diving up the inside at Murray's, and he's got that nicely done there. Dives up the inside, no even glimmer of contact from what doesn't matter. They're still incredible, and of course, don't forget, Mini Challenge have this great stepping stone approach now where. Fourth place for 53. That is a great move by James Black, starting ninth on the grid. He's sat fourth at the moment. Can he get himself onto the podium to round out their weekend? Then it's third from Nicky Taylor, from Harry Hickton, Frankie Taylor, number 32, with their front on into the barrier. Not particularly heavy by the looks of it. It's just stopped up towards the front. Attentions of Alex Solly. Alex Solly started third, sat in third. This is going to be a great feeling for those guys on the podium because they've eyes trained on the lights. Engine notes are already rising. No lights at the minute. Red lights go on. Still holding. Off they go, and they're released. That was a long wait for the lights and a long hold on red, and they did well there not to jump the start, everybody. 3 wide. The Tiger of Simon Kendrick not been able to. They're still in the same order. And Wills is glued to the back of James Wade, but not managed to launch a challenge just yet. Is he looking towards the inside? Yes, he is. Going to throw it up the inside at Murray's. That's it. Signed, sealed and delivered. Nicely done. I thought he was going to get compromised by the MGF being on the inside there, but managed to get it stopped and turned into that corner. Next target is Mark Baker, number 53. He's signalling, waving towards Mark Baker. Tony, that he was happy with that third when you interviewed him. First drive in that car, okay, that makes sense. You wouldn't guess that from watching him in it, would you, to be honest? And is that a permanent change for him now? And he's not going to be starting there. And looking at his lap times, he's going to be there or thereabouts with the McDermott and Bugner race, especially as this is his first time in the car and he's getting used to it. Lead 3 onto the start-finish straight, coming through to complete their third lap. 20-minute race. Bugner's not really close enough to launch a challenge just yet, but he's making sure that McDermott knows he's there. Through goes Wills, hairpin, the yellow car very close to our race leader, Steve McDermott, but the MGFs is Plotnick, Kendrick and Baker, with a little bit further back is Wisby in the number 8 car, and then the A class is being led by 66 Sharp, desperately trying to hold James Wade off, and you can sit there and say he doesn't need to fight with James Wade, but it doesn't stop him. He's run wide there on the exit of Murray, not drastically, but enough to compromise the exit onto the start-finish straight, so Wade has now got, but we saw this earlier, that those MGFs look like they can just go possibly a little bit later on the brakes. No, Wade's done it. Brilliant job there. Behind him, Kendrick trying desperately to hold off the challenges of Work, but the 82 car was not able to really do anything. In fact, through the bomb hole has gone the 3rd place. So Caterham is our race leaders already, and suddenly they're back together again. Every now and again, McDermott just manages to gap Scott Bugner, but he then reeled back in again. 8 minutes 20 to go. I don't think that'll put off our leader. Here comes Wills. Then it's James Wade, number 22. Next car comes towards the line, the NGZR, 4th on the road as well as in class now. Plotnick, number 5. Kendrick is now the target of the Dayglow yellow and grey camo livery. Olsen, car number 3, the MGZR. He's going to try and get past the Tiger liveried MGF. A few others, the lead A-class car of 66 Sharp. Has been passed by 55 Warner, but that's not for class, so that doesn't. Scott Bugner, he's pulled away. The lights are now ablaze from the 2nd place car. Steve McDermott, he's gone, right, anything you can do, I can do too. I have to change that, otherwise I'll start singing if I stuck to the real lyrics. You won't want that at this time of day. So it is Bugner from McDermott. He has every right to do. Just sort of dabs the brake on the apex a little bit there, I think, just to sort of make sure there's no gap to aim for. That could enable Wills to start closing in. Yeah, he's putting a personal best. You can see Kendrick and Baker together, so 2nd and 3rd in the MGFs. They're about to go side by side down in towards Riches, and the Tiger liveried Kendrick tries desperately to just cover off that possibility of a move on the inside. It looked like slight wisps of smoke possibly coming from the back of Kendrick. I hope not, because we saw he had an issue earlier of Hamilton, but I think it's far enough away from everything to be too much of an issue. They'll yellow flag it. Tony will know this better than me as one of the mighty Orange Army. Flag it for a lap or two until everyone knows it's there, and then hazard board put up. Yeah, I knew they used to use those. I just didn't think I'd seen them for a while, so they are still using hazard boards. Brilliantly, Bugner's trying to come back at him at Riches. 3 1/4 minutes left to go, so this is their penultimate lap. That's how close James Wade was. Just, 2.5 tours for him from the end of the race. So that's heartbreaking for James Wade after a brilliant fight through the field. Again for the 2nd race running, but the lead 2 are coming down towards Palmer and Work, 5 and 82, the MGF and then the ZR, and then we've got the MGF fight basically between Kendrick and Baker, 42 and 53, with Olsen and Freeze trying to get involved, and again Bugner had a little nibble up the inside there at Agostini, but just about has the lead at the moment, as we're going to go on to our final lap in a second. Bugner's looking, racing down towards Murray's, but not quite able to make a lunge at this point, or possibly deliberately not looking to make a lunge at this stage, because it's not going to be the quickest. Wills in 3rd in the 44 car. He's not that far away from the forward. Agostini, we've got a challenge, and through goes the yellow car, and that looked very much as though McDermott just completely missed the apex there at Agostini. So Scott Bugner, number 25, goes through on this last lap, takes the lead. So the rest of the field, what are we going to see at Brundle and Nelson between the lead 2? It's still yellow that has the nod. Enough time to be able to do anything about it, but at least the psychological a lot closer to them. But it is Scott Bugner, number 25, down towards Murray as he comes. No lunge from McDermott. He's gone a little bit hot into that to try and take the pace through and see if he can out-drag him to the line, but Bugner surely has done enough in the number 25. Drags across the pit wall, claps from the pit wall for him. Through he goes, punches the air, absolutely delighted with that one. Before we move on to the next grid, because that should be, the A-class should be won by 66 Sharp and 11 Millard, and in third in Class A will be 86 Real.
To hold on now, he's not quite been as quick as the front two so far this weekend, so he's going to be trying. Looks like he's doing it as well.
In fact, that's a fairly consistent, continuous train of them at the moment. So as they come towards us, you can see that it's the great. A little bit wide on the exit there, isn't it? Even though you think that it shouldn't be that big a deal, but there's only one line. Alaric Barney, number 88, was on the back of that gaggle as well. Mara Power. Power is all over the back, so that has really compromised Mara that time round because he's dropped away. Power is up on the back of Theo Giotto, and I get the impression that Giotto is just kind of going, okay, I'm getting used to this now. I know.
Huge amount. He's always been never quite in that front or second group. He's always been there or thereabouts, you know, but not the focus of attention.
He's had, certainly the first race, he got swamped a little bit on the start. It was a bad start. He just got absolutely swamped by everybody. That's worked through. Last one he was there and then back, and there, then back. So he's had a very active race weekend, that's for sure. A little bit further back, we've got quite a few changes going on. Derry's trying to recover the 77. I said that he was one that had dropped down through the order. He's now back up into 23rd. Charles Derry, who started in 8th, whatever the issue was. He was the other one I said that he got involved.
So Ben Wheatley did a high 2:10, I think, in one of the races, also qualifying that fastest lap now is 31.
Let's have a go past this lap, which is last race, the first race, 2:12. 2:12, so maybe the qualifying might be the mission time. But they are still slow, and we'll let them off now. Look at this pack coming through. This Theo Giotto's got himself, what is it? I thought I saw an orange car a little bit further back. So I'm just going to pause for a second as the lead two, which is Groom, that is now
Pulling over who should lead through the next corner.
good to see the number 90 car. Andrew Cooper's just made up a place there. He was saying last night, he said, don't know what's wrong, the pace just isn't there. He says, I know part of it is probably me. He said, but just not quite right. He said, they're not a bad start. It wasn't able to make it up. The speed was just not quite correct. And those days happen.
They did, all of us.
Yeah.
And sometimes it turns out it's something that's not quite right with the car. Other times it's in your head.
It's in it, absolutely. And he was only prepared to sort of, try and look at that and accept it. But look at this battle for third place. Theo Giotto, the orange number 7, that's making up places now. And that is making up places. Just trying to see where El Whiteman was even starting. We don't have, can't see that car on my grid. But no, he's actually started ninth. My apologies, I didn't expect it that far. So he's making the places back up again. He's up to 11. So then Whiteman obviously had a moment somewhere. He's trying to get involved. So it could be 4 cars about to bolt onto the back of that 12th. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
They're back to 12th, which is 22. The recovering Whiteman, who just got passed by Griffith backwards, just keep chopping and changing. And I can tell from sector 2 that they've chopped and changed again from where they crossed the line. There. But the lead 2 are absolutely glued together.
They're just playing chess at the moment. They're running the clock down, waiting for that last couple of minutes where it'll get very serious and they'll be playing for position a lot more.
And we got down 3 wide restrict, so we look to see them come in towards Coram. We're down to 3 minutes, 2 seconds. So last time round, we got a new fastest lap of the race in that second place. Hence is now in the lead.
Yeah, so they're about to go on to the ultimate lap, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? Because they're going to go with to start their final tour any moment now, and the leaders are already out of Brundle and Nelson. Yes, I could that time. Wheatley's the one that's in the lead. Car number 53. Great, the green car just had the nod as they went through one of the cameras. Yes, he still has it. Try not to get I know. I mean, getting on. All change in third place is Tom Power up. Fifth place. Sixth is Alaric Barney. Lead two go down for the final time towards Riches, and it's Wheatley still holding off Group. Side by side for third, Mara and by Wheatley out of his car. So that means that suddenly Group is comfortable.
Amazing finish to that race.
Yeah, absolute heartbreaking. Last lap, and suddenly something has gone wrong. I'd imagine he's sweeping into two.
I thought he was slowing down to a bit of after use service for the back straight. So,
Well, here comes the race winner is going to be Richard Group, who's going to be a bit bittersweet there because no one wants to win in that way.
No, he'll be disappointed not to have had the battle to the finish.
Well, there goes that one. What about this battle for second place? Through goes Richard Group, number 23, takes out. And Tom Power, amazingly, the 70 car goes back in sixth. Now, I think he may have collected whatever the mechanical part that was headed in towards Oggy.
Okay.
I don't know, but I reckon you might find it looked like a whatever on earth that might be. But it is. Richard Group takes the victory, and it is the 94 car. Officially, you could say you were right because we said third, and Theo Tiato was third. But in
That's
fairness,
not what I meant, though, is
we
it?
did meet the head of that group. See, if I was in your position, I'd have said yes, so I was right. But you're more honest than me. No, Groom from Mara, Tiato in third, 88 Barney in fourth place. And into the Brundtland Nelson complex, that's a whole gaggle of Hyundai Coupe cut cars. Still the yellow 38 cars down to sixth in the lead. But up into second place now has gone Lucas Nagini Antonello, 28. So I'm sure Darren Ford can see him coming and go, no, I'm enjoying this front place. But Luca has sort of largely been down the Bentley Straight we go. And in fact, it's John Winter that's about to launch a challenge on Laurie. So the number 3 car going down the Bentley Straight in towards the Brundle and Nelson complex. Through has already got Luca comfortably in the lead. Second is the yellow car down. It's still Laurie's managed to hold off Winter. I thought the orange and white number 3 car had got the run down the Bentley Straight, but he's not managed to convert that yet. And at the moment, I can't remember exactly what we got to in that first race in terms of number of laps in the book, and I think we got to keep going the whole way without any safety cars on the lanes, and they managed 7 laps, so they're about to come up to complete that 4. Round one hole they go. Already into Cora comes our leader, so Luca's doing a cracking job getting this under control. He was very happy with the race win. Race number 1, he's got to be ecstatic to make it 2 out of 2. He stamps his authority on this race. Darren Ford comfortably in second place, then down in towards Murray. Find them going side by side under the bridge, not quite. I couldn't tell you which ones actually made that mistake. I think it is over there. Don't you like the thing, but away from them. Getting the checkered flag ready, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to cross the line with about 4 or 5 seconds left to go, and hopefully like last time they're going to let them play still take it through. We've certainly got enough time because it's only just gone 5:30, so we've got to get the in case there's any kind of delay and it got to that 0, they've still got to be ready to fly the flag just in case it doesn't make it down to 26 seconds to go. We're still going to have a handful of seconds on the clock, so we're going to get the 7 laps in the book again. Yep, great, goes through, 7 on the clock this time. Graduates, first ever racing, and took a lot of confidence growth and lessons to try and grow on that and his standards. Hence, the Savage, big lovely, he said he's down to new livery. That one, right, Banana Man, his yellow livery has done a great job, actually quite safe. There they come towards us. Third place is Laurie, so he's fended off the attention. Smith is fairly close to John Winter, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to take a nibble. So here they come towards us. Luca Staccini Anzanello, car number 28, is going to make it 2 for the 38 car. What a great job from the front row starter, number 51, Paul Laurie, fending off the attentions of a whole host of